There's a guy I really like. His podcast is called Alex Hormozy. Have you heard about out of it? Well, so he does podcasts and stuff about business, everything. And he mentioned something that I've been meditating a lot now lately. It's called being able to reframe reality. His name was Viktor Frankl.
Oh,
Have you heard of him?
Mm-hmm.
So he created this therapy, psychiatric or psychological therapy based on something called logotherapy. Have you heard about logotherapy? So it's basically, you've heard about it, but maybe people, whatever. So logotherapy is being able to attribute meaning to things that happen in your life so that they build you up instead of dragging you down. Person A unfortunately gets cancer, and person B also unfortunately gets cancer, right? So both of these people have the same predicament. But we see it day and day after that person A is completely sad, for lack of a better term, completely like 무너졌어, right? And it's like, hey, I only have a couple months left to live. I'm miserable. It's the worst thing that can happen to my life, right? But person B is like, okay, I got cancer. I got a couple months left to live. Let's make the best out of it. Let's make the best out of these couple months. I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna meet people. I'm gonna fix the broken relationships that I've left in my life. I'm gonna, start yoga. Start doing things that I've always liked to do. So you see how by reframing reality, one event which is the same that happened to both of these people can have drastically and radically different impacts in the way that people live their lives. So I found that, bro, it's really hard to live in Korea. I'm gonna give you that. It's really hard to live in Korea because of many things. But at the same time, the fact that it's hard, it's something very, very good, because there's something called in Korean, it's something like 전화 위복, right? Being able to take suffering, being able to take crisis and turning that into an opportunity, is just the most awesome way to perceive reality. Because hey, you're not suffering because you're not able to communicate you to the person in the bank. You're not suffering because of that. You're like, okay, it's hard, but because it's hard, it makes me want to learn how to do it. So hey, I'm going to learn how to do it. So you start studying, and then you start to feel that your Korean is improving. You start feeling gratification about hardships and about being able to overcome, and that gives you a drive. And because you have a drive to succeed and a drive to break through these problems in life, then you start to see actually improvement in your life. And because you start seeing improvement in your life, it's like, for example, when you go to the gym, right? You go to the gym, you start working out. It's hard. It's very hard, bro. It's really uncomfortable. But then, hey, you've been going to the gym for a couple months. People start to notice your change. And hey, Robin, look at you, man. Like last time we said hi, and I said, bro, you've been going to the gym, remember? Your back was like this big. Like, hey, bro, you've been going to the gym. So you hear that from people, and like, oh, people notice it. That gives you a drive. So you're like, bro, you're gonna start like, lifting weights much more because people notice it. And because you start doing it more, you start having more results. And because you start having more results, people notice it more. And because people notice it more, you start doing it more. So it's a cycle that feeds on itself. Like 선순환, how do you say 선순환? Like a virtuous cycle. So instead of running away from crisis, instead of running away from pain, instead of running away from suffering, being able to frame suffering as something positive and something that you look for in your day-to-day. To all the foreigners, like, I don't know if we have any like people in the audience that are going through a hard time. Bro, I get you. It's hard. It's really painful. It's really, really painful in the moment. Let me ask you this question. What can you learn from that? Is there anything that you can learn from this experience? Is there anything that you can take home and say, okay, it's really hard. Can I improve myself a little bit from this experience? And if there is, take it on yourself. Take it as your next new challenge. And that really gives you a lot of meaning and purpose and drive. So that's been my experience, bro. That's been my experience. And I think mindset is something just so invaluable, because if your mindset is right, nothing can break you.